Welcome to Jeremy's Sunday morning kitchen. Yes, I do this every Sunday, bit of baking, it's my sort of thing. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to make some cinnamon bread today. Terribly exciting. You can find all of the ingredients for cinnamon bread available from Hansens Deli, no less, in Sunninghill. If you don't know where that is, it's right next to the infamous Stock Exchange, which is a wonderful shop full of lovely clothing for men, ladies and children, the second-hand variety. Failing that, you can pop across the road to Pink and Brown and pick yourself up this wonderful apron, which they certainly didn't pay me any money to promote on their behalf. And they certainly didn't give me any money to mention their name Pink and Brown twice during this cookery demonstration. But Pink and Brown is indeed a wonderful place, and you've got stuff like this available, and yeah, anyway. Yeast. Oh, half of our warmed milk. I'm just going to pop the yeast in there. There you go, mate. Wait. It's a bit of a party in there for them. And we'll just give that a bit of a mix and see if we can't start dissolving up that yeasty mix. So I'm going to throw all of that in a bowl. So that's our yeasty milk. Put all of our milk in a bowl here. Get that all mixed up. We've got some melted butter here. We'll lob in our melted butter. Give that a bit of a stir all round, I think. With our handy whisk. Yeah. Now we've got to stir it into our flour and sugar mixture, right? So I'm just going to make a little bit of a well in the middle here with all of our sugary bits. I'm going to start pouring this in. Just going to use my hands just to fold that around a bit. This is what we're going to use to make our dough. Alright. All we do is going to start working that into a bit of a dough. You can probably see that it's getting that way already. So there's our ball of dough. Pop him on there like that. Very impressive, isn't it? Now you don't want to work it too much because, of course, this has got a bit of butter in it, so we don't want to sort of work it too much. It'll turn into a bit of a mess if we do. But if we just do that like that, come over and show you. Look at that for a bit of dough. Huh? Cool, eh? So. That's how big he is now, and in 25 minutes we'll see how big he is. We're just going to cover it with a tea towel, put it somewhere reasonably warm to let the dough rise. Okay, we are about ready for making up our filling for our cinnamon bread. So what we need for that is a mixing bowl. We've got here. We need 150 grams of soft unsalted butter. Again, available from Hansens Deli in Sunninghill next to the Stock Exchange. We've got sugar, 150 grams of sugar, available at all good food shops, particularly Hansens Deli in Sunninghill, which well, we've even got a bit of cinnamon stick in here as well. Didn't know she'd thrown that in as well. How cool is that? Right, and I've got some cinnamon powder here as well. We're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of that. So let us have a go at that. Lob in our butter. Ready? I'll get a fork actually, I think, for this. Going to lob in our sugar. Got to say, there's something really satisfying about doing this. It's got a real nice feel to it. There we are. So that's just our butter and our sugar all mixed in together there. And we've got our little bit of cinnamon powder here, ground cinnamon. Just 1.5 teaspoons of that, bit of that, touch of that, lovely. Right, and we're going to spread that a little bit later on our cinnamon, so we'll set that aside for now. See how everything else is getting on. Right, that's our 25 minutes, so let's have a look at our dough, see what's been going on. As you can see, it's grown a bit since we were last here. It's got pretty much doubled in size, which is kind of what you want, really. Get yourself a big knife. I want to cut about a third of this, something like that. So, what about there? And the rest we'll put to side. Now this is our tray, so we want to kind of roll it into this sort of shape. So not bad at pizzas either. There we have it, that sort of shape. One tray, let's see if we can stretch it to line the bottom of this. Well, that sort of thing. So we've doesn't have to be perfect, but that's what we've done. So set that aside. Get the rest of our 2/3 that we haven't got in. And the idea here is to try to roll this into a big sort of oblong. So, this is our mixture that we made up earlier. This was our brown sugar and our butter and our cinnamon powder in here. All we're going to do is grab a spoon and just spread it over our bits here. We'll try and do it reasonably evenly. Once we've done all of that, it's time to roll it into a giant sausage. Yes, so we'll start at one end and just gently bring him over like this. So that we have one hugely impressive sausage. Look at that. Right then. Then we can stretch him out if we want him. There. And then we're looking to sort of, I don't know, 2 fingers, something like that sort of thickness, 2 inches thickness, something like that. Don't worry about your end bits because they're neither here nor there, but we'll take one end bit off like that and then we'll cut it into slices all the way down. should give you little ring sort of thing like this. So what we then do is take our base and then just pop our little swirl and just push them down onto that, onto our base. We'll stick our end bits on just for fun. Tidy him up a bit. There you have it, all like that, and they will rise again. So we'll do the same with those, leave them about 15 minutes, let them rise, and then we'll stick them in the oven, see what happens. Time fly when you're having fun. That's our 15 minutes gone. Let's have a look, see how our cinnamon bread is doing. So we just left it for 15 minutes just to proof a little bit. You can see that they're starting to get nice and puffy. And all we're going to do to finish off, I've got a little bit of egg in here. Just going to douse them with a bit of egg and stick them in the oven. So there's our 20-25 minutes or so. Let's have a look, see how they popped out. Will I show you those? Nice. Maybe a bit overdone, but there you are. Yummo. There you go, little cinnamon bun. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, lovely. Hey Harry.
Hello, Dada.
Don't knock it, son. Come in.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm making cinnamon buns, you see? This is Harry. He has a very, very sophisticated palate. So we're going to test it out on him now.
No.
Want to try some? Try a little bit?
No.
No! Yummy.
Yuck.
Yuck! Did you say yuck?
Yeah. Yuck.
Can you wave at the camera, wave at Daddy?